Got broadcasting?
No, just didn't want to miss anything.
Okay. I'm live now, but we'll be ready here in just a few minutes, peoples. Make sure everybody gets in. Don't want anybody to miss anything. Yeah, I'm using hired workers. Just doing some farming. Hey, Wyatt. How you doing? We'll be up and going in just another minute or so.
Yeah, you seed way faster than the combine can harvest.
Yeah, just trying to keep up with them here.
It's 9 o'clock. You know what time that is. Time to get things rolling.
Good, four.
Alright, I don't have... You could click on our multi-stream link and pull up the screens that are broadcasting from our website on the Twitch page, I believe. Our live streams, there's a multi-link. You could see everybody that's on the server tonight, or I could run down the usernames. Let's see. DEDE711, BIGDADY012678, Hunter Farmer 101, and me, of course, Dajnet. And did I miss anybody? I think that's the four of us tonight broadcasting this. Before I get started, I wanted to mention photos for the new map. I'm going to need to get them in. There's a public gallery on our forums where you can post photos, and we may or may not, depending on what we get. There wasn't a lot of posts to choose from yet, but we will select some photos from that gallery. If you want to see if your image gets in there, you'll get credits. Just post a photo up there with your username and photo contest in the description. Check out some of the ones that Thernadad put up there. Anybody can do that. Choose from some photos so we can get the 3 photos. These photos right here. We're looking for new pictures for the new map, version 2. That's number 1 thing. Number 2, I did start the raffle already anytime during the broadcast. It's just for the later on we will be drawing for the New Holland DLC pack, and costs 5 points per entry. Just type !raffle space and the number of entries that you want to enter up to 100, so 500 points if you wanted to get them all in there. I don't know if anybody even has that many points yet. And we'll be drawing that later, but you can do that. Wait till the end if you want to get more points, and you can check your points by !points. And if you really don't have any points and you want to wager them, you can plant some hemp seeds like you did last by !farm and then wager your points to see what happens. Also for the raffle tonight, moderators that are not part of our server group, which I think that leaves it to KW, you're more than welcome to join. I have no problem with moderators that aren't actually part of our server group. They help us out. They don't get any rewards for it, so absolutely get in there if you want to get in the raffle. And that will be happening later. And I guess we'll start off with the changes at the fair, because we got the Fairgrounds running tonight. Finally running for episode 2. No, actually. So here we are at the Fairgrounds, and you'll notice we do have some people walking around now. When the fair is running, the people show up and they visit the fair. Currently, there's no cars in the parking lot, but when it is released, there will be parked cars for offline game only. So that's something new that will be coming.
One quick thing I want to mention about the giveaway tonight on your channel is that it's for Giants. I don't know if it's compatible with Steam. It's something you have to check out. Just give guys a heads up.
That's one thing. I do have either Giants or Steam. They can let me know which one they prefer, which one they want, and then I will send them whichever one they get. So I'll just need to know which way you want it afterwards. If you're the Giants and you win tonight, then I can get it over to you relatively quickly right through the Twitch stream. And if it's Steam, then you'll have to wait till after the broadcast, and then I'll ask for your Steam email account that you signed up with Steam. You can Twitch that over me and Twitch message that to me, and then I'll check that later and get you your copy through Steam code. Alright, over here at the Fairgrounds, you'll see this wonderful display of vehicles we have down here. And that is basically because every one of these ramps, if you have a vehicle parked on it after the fair starts, these ramps will appear. If you have a motorized vehicle on any ramp, it gives you a bonus to how much you're making per minute, actually, and it's actually for tractors. It's $50 per minute for each tractor that's there. So we got 6 ramps for tractors. There's triggers on the ramps that only take motorized vehicles. So those there will give you a bonus for any vehicles you have parked. So we got like a nice display of vehicles down here. In the middle section, you will see these other boxes. Anything that's fillable in the middle section will give you a bonus for that. These guys did a great job setting it up. We'll get into this new truck a little bit later, but you see the nice little truck. As long as they're parked in the boxes, you get 25 per vehicle, and it holds 8 vehicles, and it has to have a fill capacity for those to register. So $25 extra a minute for every fillable vehicle on the middle boxes. And then we have 6 spots for combine types down this row, and if you bring combines into the fair, you get $100 per combine. And you can see we've got quite the display of combines. So that's one of the major things added to the Fairgrounds. It doesn't sell them, it just is to park them here. You bring them back to your farm when the fair is over, or even after hours. Again, the fair runs from 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. server time, so it'll run here till about 2,300 hours on the clock. Then after that, you don't need them here till 2 o'clock the next day, which is 1,400 hours. But it's just basically to set up a display, or you can leave them here till the fair is done. You can see I have 3,851 minutes left of the fair running when you're in on the grounds. So that is major change number 2. Other than the people walking, it gives you a chance to bring your agricultural vehicles down here and set up a nice display and actually earn some extra cash for doing it. It's an option, it's not necessary. While I'm here, I wanted to mention that tomorrow, Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm going to start a live stream tutorial for the whole map, and the first segment will be offline, as if we just started a game. The second segment will be online, and we'll go through everything that we can think of on the map and how we do it and how it's run, answer your questions, and then what we'll do is post that up to YouTube, and within the next week I will bookmark I'll basically make a list of all the different things and where you can find it at what minute and what second to fast forward through that tutorial video to get the answers to your questions that you may have. And with that, it will cut out a lot of time, and we'll just do a broadcast tomorrow and we'll get the tutorial up, and I won't have to make several tutorial videos this time around, but just one real long one that people can fast forward to where they want. The next thing I wanted to show you is the green arrow. When you do finally get the Fairgrounds running, you're going to want to go to wherever that brings you, and we're not going to show you that. That is left for a surprise. But it will not be there until the fair is actually running, so near your end game, you'll be able to jump in that, and hopefully I could get through the tutorials tomorrow without showing the surprise, but you never know. You might slip. So that is the Fairgrounds update, pretty much. Oh, as well as we changed a lot, and that was, let me zip right over here real quick. You know that there were a lot of bags and a lot of things during the construction process, which we've really had a lot of polys and a lot more loading time for them. So we switched the bags over to these new bags here. They're a lot less poly. There's different labels on them just as well, but all in increasing load times, and decreasing your load time and increasing performance while you're down here at the Fairgrounds and when you're building the factories. Little bags. A lot of things behind the scenes that are going on right now that you guys don't see, but several that you do. So next thing I wanted to show you, and you'll see throughout the broadcast, you figured out what the surprise is? You have no idea. Alright, over here we have, remember I was working on the bushes in a tutorial in the map making extras, and I added some areas of the map you'll see that are much more overgrown than others, and that's what I really wanted to do with that. You'll see a lot of that on the map this time in certain areas. I tried to stay away from areas that people mow grass a lot. Cotton candy. Yeah, someone's saying that our surprise is cotton candy. We could grow that, but we're not going to do that. So there's a lot of overgrown spots, or lollipops, or chocolate. Yep, we can grow that too. So that is some of the foliage areas. You'll see some extra rocks and stuff in areas as well. Over here, just filling up some of the landscape, trying to make it a little bit more decorative. If you missed the transfer stations, we put those in last week. And let's go over to, looks like my yard too, all the weeds. Piggly Wiggly has a minor change. And you will see on the list it now takes cheese and pizza as two of the ingredients, because now they are separate from the dairy and not linked in. They now go on to trucks. So you'll need to bring pizza and cheese to Piggly Wiggly to get that running this time around. And speaking of pizza, Andre, do you have the pizza truck down there available?
No, I can bring one down in a sec there.
Alright, meet me down there. I'm rolling over my vehicle. Yay! Piggly Wiggly is a supermarket mostly found in the southeast around, I know they have them in the Carolinas.
Carolinas, Midwest, I think around Kansas City as well.
Do they out Midwest? Everybody that has a Piggly Wiggly nearby, raise your hand.
We got one in the Midwest.
We don't have them here, but I like them. I thought it was cool. This PV15 version will be out. Did I mention that? I'm shooting for 2 weeks from today at the latest to finish this up. Whether it comes sooner or not depends if everything's tested well enough and there's nothing left that needs to be we're in the last tweaks mode. Get the last few things running and fine-tuned. So I'm shooting for 2 weeks, and then we will be starting a new map in hopes to get it entered into the mod contest. We'll have to see how far we go, but I'm also hoping to broadcast more of that whole map making process as it's being made. Gustav34, thanks for the follow.
Hey Dave, are you at the pizza or at the cheese?
I'm not there yet. I'm heading over to pizza.
Okay, I'm waiting here for you.
I'm trying to find my way there. I'm lost.
So surprising.
I'm taking the back roads so I could ditch my car here.
I also brought the truck down on our pickup with the new ingredient required to make pizza in the back as well.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Well, that's what we were going to show them too. Yep. Good deal. All right. So over here at the pizza place, like I was saying, there are 2 new ingredients that are needed to make pizza. And number 1 is, we'll go over the trigger here. You need cheese, which we're out of, but tomatoes and mushrooms, and also eggs and wheat to make your pizza now. So here's Big Jeff Big Daddy pulling up in his new egg delivery truck. Let me jump out and see if I could see in the back of the truck. Give him a show
There you
of the
go. Go
truck.
for it.
All right, so you can see the eggs are in the back. He has how many eggs in here? 2.
Yeah, like that on our farm.
Nice job. 2 eggs, but it shows a whole crate. But that's all right. It shows more crates, up to 4 of them, I believe. I'll show you my truck later.
Correct.
It has some eggs in it. This truck here that he brought in has opening of doors, and it will carry up to 1,000 eggs. So you can open your doors. Let's see. Windows you can see are going up and down. Passenger door. And the hood. You can look under the hood. Nice old Chevy. Your tailgate. And you can actually load other things in there when you don't have eggs you're carrying.
Yeah, actually, originally it had all the grain, some grain planes in for wheat, barley, etc. I just thought it was a little silly to carry, pulling that up next to a harvester and unloading into it. So what I did was I got rid of those grain planes and just made it so you can haul in it. And it has the locking script, so you can haul eggs, you can haul Pepsi pallets, anything you like that'll fit.
Very good. And also you can take down the walls if you don't want the little racks there on the side as well. So this will be your only egg delivery. They're not going to be in the box trucks because 25,000 eggs is kind of ridiculous. So this is your egg delivery, your new vehicle. It will be part of the mod pack, modified to carry your eggs, and we'll dump some eggs to get rid of the 2 that we have there. Make sure that works. And why? Oh, they're already empty. There we go. No more eggs. I'll give Big Daddy his vehicle back. And we'll meet Andre around the other side. There's a new pickup point. Obviously, that's the drop-off point for everything. So the pickup point for pizza will be right over here. And he can drive in there and get some pizza out. And you will see on the box, the AR frame, you now have a Don's Pizzeria truck. And you can deliver those to Piggly Wiggly because it needs it. It's not running.
Yeah, it's important.
So that is the pizzeria. Disconnected from the dairy. The dairy works the same way. We showed you that. We already disconnected, but now you have to move your cheese around as well as everything else is gone over there. We'll take a quick look at that over there. Alright, I'm just checking my list to make sure I don't miss anything in the preview tonight.
I'm going to swing by the cemetery here and see what we're up to.
See how many dead people are in the cemetery.
I mean,
Alright.
nobody dies for me.
Nobody dies. Yeah, but the fair is making us tons of money right now, which is awesome. Alright, so milk, salt, water, cheese, same thing. Only difference is your meter boxes are gone over here, and you just pick up cheese over around the corner. And I should probably label that, or at least it may be labeled, who knows. I'm trying to get this thing wrapped up. But that's your pickup box for your cheese right there. And you can go sell cheese. Let's bring up the store real quick, because there are sell points for some of the extra products. And I do have one icon to fix, but it is down here. The pizza icon I need to fix, but you can see pizza sells for a good chunk of change. Cheese is also there in the store. And several places, well, a few places for each of them. Alrighty, next thing I wanted to tell you is the power lines moved. And there was a reason behind that, but I took them out of most of the fields. And they still can be turned on and off, which I'll get to in a minute when we go over to the fairgrounds. But we'll give you an idea. Pretty much, they were cutting through a lot of fields, and I wanted to change the way basically at the beginning of a game you will be able to turn them off if you want to. But I gave you more reasons to keep them on by moving them out of the fields. There's only one pylon in a field number over this way, but they run more straight across the map when they get down here by the river. And in order to keep them out of fields as they were going across the map, you got a couple of them up on high towers that actually have the roads going up underneath, so that they're not in the fields anymore. But the power lines go straight across from one side to the other. And we'll go over to the fairgrounds and show you a couple things over there.
Wyatt, to answer your question, we did hit the wheel limit on our server. And basically we had to start deleting some items because when we left the game we get a giant's not responding error. And after we eliminated a couple wheels, we're now back to exiting the game and not having an error message.
Yeah, so there is definitely a wheel limit, vehicle limit still on servers. I'm not sure how it works in multiplayer. This is the only pylon that's left in a field, and this is field number 89. So whoever is the lucky purple farm owner would have that pylon in the middle of their field. All the rest are now out of fields. Yeah, if you're getting errors, let's talk about that. This map is huge, so a lot of people like to cram a lot of stuff on it. And as you can see with our map, I'll bring it up real quick here, if I go the right direction. We have a ton of equipment on the map. Problem is, when you get to a certain point, it does cause errors that are unavoidable. And it has to do something with vehicles with wheels. That's why we went with the AR containers, because adding those does not add to that error that pops up. But if you start seeing Giant's engine stops working, if you start seeing instant crashes when you reset a vehicle or try to sell a vehicle, more than likely it is you have too many pieces on your map. And I think it varies because the map's a little bit different this time. We're up over 150 vehicles with wheels now, but I think it probably does vary somewhat on what the vehicles are. We have a lot more harvesters, so I think the numbers are a little bit lower than last time. So if you start getting those, it's just too much stuff for Giant's engine to handle, and removing a few vehicles or selling them off and saving, selling off and saving, will take care of that. Cantrell, you need a space between the exclamation point raffle and the number 5 in order for it to register. And over here, one last thing I'll show you for this, which if I can show you without giving anything else away. I gotta go over this way. One thing at a time. How did I get in there? I can't remember how I got in the fairgrounds. From the outside. Haha, that's how. Alright, the Speedway. One thing I wanted to show you. Everybody, a lot of people have donated. And there's my donation message again. And I wanted to do something that was a little bit... I didn't want to clutter the map with recognitions of everybody, but I wanted to do something for everybody that's donated. So I've come up with, and you'll see it, actually I'll drive up top, they'll be easier to see. And you could still donate and get your name on one of these, but I'll basically tell you how this worked out. And you'll have this week and next week if you wanted to donate and help us out. Anybody that's on the blue signs have donated somewhere between $5 and $9. If your name is on a silver sign, you're between $10 and $49. And these are only donations that came in through the donation button below through a Twitch stream. If you donated prior on through the website before I had that link set up, then email me with the username you donated, your name that you donated under, and your username, and I can get your sign up here. Also, if you donated and you are on a silver sign and you wanted to upgrade, or on a blue sign, I'll add any donations together and keep adding the people in here. These are guys that have donated $50 or more, and they're going to be around the Speedway when the map is released. And here's some more of the $25 to $50 donors. I thank everyone that's donated, and $5 to $9 as well. They will be, the more that go toward the middle, the further around the outside that the other ones will get pushed. But we'll get them all in there. They're viewable from both sides, so if you're down here, you can see them as well. But I thank you all for that, and I'm getting a little bit of frame rate drop from everybody all of a sudden jumping over here. But thanks to everybody that donated, and it's never too late to help us out. I want to get some PC upgrades. I need a cooling system. My computer's crashed 3 times this week, or in the last 2 or 3 days trying to run certain things, but I got lots of little things that would help out greatly, so your donations are all helping that out. There's a lot of other ideas I have too that take money I don't, but I wanted to show you guys that. And where am I off to next? Oh yeah, we'll take a little drive. There's more decorative street lights in the North Country. And more foliage layers. Actually, we'll go down this way. I'll go through our fields. Just to give you an idea what the landscape looks like a little bit now. You can see on this side around here we've got overgrown weeds and bushes all throughout here. And we'll head up toward the next area. Now there are, oh, I know what I meant to show you. I gotta go back to the Speedway. On my way to the Speedway. And I get in from over here. If you come into the map when you first start it up and you go down here, swing by the outside, head up top, squeeze through the fence. Yeah, that is quite the bunch of weeds over there. You'll have a teleport icon here, which brings you into the big teleport room, which you can here. This option will remove the power lines and poles from the map. You just hit B and you do it. Doesn't cost anything, and they'll disappear. In the future, if we ever do get back to PV version 2 for small upgrades, I'll probably have more options here that I wanted to get in, but at this point we're not going to go with. But once it's done, or if you want to leave them on before you start your server, you can turn them off or on and just come over here to this little icon right there. And what that does is removes the entrance to the control room, so nobody will be able to get back in once that's done. I'm going to do that now. And I'm stuck in the room. You just got to tab out. I had somebody actually ask one time, oh, there's a Pepsi machine on the truck. I had somebody ask me how to get out of the control room after they on the previous version, after they deleted the entrance. Just hit your tab key, go to another vehicle. There's no way out, but you'll see that now the entrance is closed and there's no entrance to get back in anymore. JD Farmer 32, how's it going? Nice to see you here today. So control room is closed, our power lines will stay on. If you're good at editing XML, the map buyable XML, I think it's a first digit to turn it back on if something happened. We can do a tutorial on that someday, how to edit that file. There's a billion tutorials we could go through. But I think it's just changing a 0 to a 1 and you can reset it to where it was if somebody was to somehow get in there and turn it off on you. Heading over this way. As for the rest of the products, we left them for now so that they don't go into vehicles, such as the resin still gets transported to the glue factory. And if you wind through the hills here, you'll see it looks a little bit different. Just certain areas of the map, not everywhere, but we added some bushes in, mostly around areas where people don't mow their grass too much. JD Farmer and everybody else, the release is planned within the next 2 weeks. It probably won't be this week, sometime after next week's broadcast. We'll let you know how close we are and when it's going to be up next week. We got a few things to test out and a lot of documentation and stuff to get ready, and also streamline. Yeah, we're doing the performance. It performs really well right now. As you can see, we're not having too many issues, and we're at the end game as it is. I mean, there's a little bit laggier with every field's bought, tons of vehicles on the map. It's not going to get much worse than this. Everything's running, and there's still performance tweaks that we're making. Just for instance, yesterday the map file was total size of 516 megabytes, and today it's 442. So we've already cut over 60 megabytes out of unnecessary stuff that's left behind, and I got more optimizations to make to get it the best running possible for you guys that we can before we get it out to you. I want me to get partnered too, so anybody that's watching, we need your follows. We need to get a lot more follows before we get partnered, so we're going to do a lot more broadcasting in the future. Show you what's going on, especially with the next map build. Looking forward to that. I'm thinking we covered just about everything that is new. Oh, actually there's a lot of over here. there's some more, just a lot street lights in the north here. As you can see, we decorated up, added some more street lights, and they go all the way around the block. They come on at night as well. I could have went crazy with decorative items and stuff, but again, we have to put limits at some point. If we go crazy, we could do so much more but I don't know if the Giants engine could handle much more as it is, but there's just so many great ideas and so many things that we did not do, yet we have still probably the map with the most content out there. So we're going to work on the next map and bring some of those ideas into that one. Another use for sorghum besides shell plant, not currently on this map. What you see right now is what you get. You can sell sorghum directly, other than the one last surprise that you don't see that you will get as well. But you know, gotta save something for you guys to wonder what's going on, and probably 80% of you will open up the map i3D file and find out what it is right away, while others might just wait until they unveil it, which could be several months. So basically, I think we covered just about all the new stuff that's in front of this that you guys can see. So remember one more time, exclamation point raffle with a space and the number of tickets you want. They're 5 points apiece for the Giants DLC. And exclamation point points to see how many points you have. You need to have the space in between the word raffle and the number of points you want to enter, raffle tickets you want to enter. Just a reminder, we'll be doing that a little later. You'll probably watch me do some farming this week. It's a couple bugs that I got to get out. I realized today that for some reason this bale thing stopped working over here. Did anybody realize that? These 31 bales, or 31%, have been here for all week. So I got to figure out what's causing that. It's just the little things.
Yep, I got the Pepsi loaded up in the back of the Chevy here. If you want to deliver it, or
over to Pepsi plant? Is it locked down too?
Yeah, it's in near the Shell factory up near field south of 68. It's
Awesome.
not in a group, but if you...
Yeah, I'll head over.
Yep, it's all locked down. It definitely weighs down the truck in the back. Makes it definitely tipsy.
If that's our Chev, it should be in our group there, Jeff. I put it in yesterday.
I bought another one just to deliver this up here. They're cheap, so I bought another one. I'll sell it after.
Speaking of cheap, I guess we, where are you? Over by Shell?
Yep, the Shell gas station up north, south of 68. Near the horse barn.
Shell gas station. Haha, I'm at the Shell factory. On my way. Maybe. I think I just rolled. Nope, I'm back on my wheels. Now, with that, can you roll the truck with the Pepsi in there?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
But the Pepsi will stick.
Right. I'm heading that way. There you are. Whoa. Here, I'll head up
going that
to
way.
the Shell station. You can drop one in.
Yeah, hopefully it works.
Is there one there right now? Nope, it's empty. So let's see him drop off a Pepsi machine. They are working good. That's a placeable mod. With this version, we're not going to have both silo packs, just the multi-silos and their reprice. We'll go through the mods real quick and see what we have. There you go. Pepsi machine is now selling overtime Pepsi. Every little thing you do like that will add to the income by the minute that you're making. and there's places for 20 Pepsi machines on the map. 10 places, 20 machines.
If those machines are so heavy for the truck, is there possible to modify the weight of the machines?
Without them going all squirrely, probably not. Alright, I don't think I'm going to go through. The John Deere, that's probably going to be released. The Dudes probably will not at this point. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll put it up separately from the mod pack. Speaking of the mod pack, I'm setting up so that Google Plus or Google Drive, that's where all the files will be this time. I did some tests on our website. If you go to the mods section, I threw a few out of the mods up there, especially the scripts that we're running. The 64 fill type script is up there to increase it from 64 to 128. If anybody's looking for that, you will need it for our map, but I'll have one zip file in Google Drive with everything in it, and I'll also have stuff on the site separately that might not be in the mod pack because it's not necessary, but additional stuff that you might want to download. We're doing away with the PV box truck and just going with the trailers right now. And not the trailers, but the we'll get the Volvo out there, Kenworth. We're going to go with just the AR trailers and another vehicle. I don't know if it's going to be the Great Dane, or are we still working on the flatbed?
Yeah, I still got the flatbed trailer I'm working on as well. So it's either going to be the Great Dane or flatbed.
Right. All the tippers here will be available as before, as well as the dollies. This here, the Great Dane, one of the two will be in the mod pack. The other one we'll make available for download is what we'll probably do with the Great Dane. The AgriLiner, we're leaving this livestock trailer, but it does not haul the chickens. Chickens have to go in the smaller one. At least for now. We may get to a point where we'll do the and people have been asking, showing me on the forums, a red one version and a black. Well, we have just a gray one. You have the AR cement mixer as well. Your slurry tank ARs, the spreader and the other tanker for hauling slurry. Gotta have the Cat 980 and a couple of extra pieces there. Tractors. We're just going with the Diable. We never removed this Diable series off the server, I take it. That one we're gonna make inactive. These two here, and we're going with these. The pack that contains these New Hollands, they're colorable and dyeable, and they look a lot better. And you have the four different versions of them right there. So we're gonna have these in there this time instead. And of course you have your horse Prano. Everybody needs that. Do we have any baling? The Arcusin Auto Stack 32 bale stacker is available on the web. Some of these things we'll just link to.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. That'll save file size tremendously.
Yeah.
There's things on here that we can just link to, and it's going to save everybody a headache.
Actually, those tractors, I don't think were altered much, so they'll probably be just linked to as well.
The tractors of Volvo, I mean, there's quite a few.
Yep, so we'll have the links for those things that we recommend. Again, tractors aren't necessary, so it's one of those things that to keep the file size of the mod pack small, we'll post up the links separately on the website and just have the mod pack, what's absolutely necessary to run the map, which is a lot of this stuff is not necessary, and you guys may have other things that you want to run, but we'll have suggested things that you could download. I do not.
That were tested with the map.
Viper said, "Will the dollies be able to sell back this time?" You can sell a dolly, and it just does not sell at the store. Now, it's a good thing to show you guys. I'll show you that in a minute when we're done here. We do have the new necessary for potato and beet harvesting, the new grimes that are colorable, and they're necessary because they do, both of them will do carrots and onions as well. So they're definitely going to be there. Our AR stuff will all be there. The Gens Crusher Titan will probably be extra on the site. And the Crasher as well, we'll have it extra on the site. They're not necessary, but... And we use some, all this AR stuff. As well as, this is the trailer that will hold the chickens. And in the trucks, like I said, the cat will be there. The Kenworth and the others will be separate. Oshkosh you can get right off of the Giants website. That's there. The Annaberger manure spreader. Keep that for you. And of course, the Chevy. And these two, this will be a part of the mod pack for sure. These two will be optional downloads on the website. The VW Bug and the race car. Placeables though, we've done a lot. Now if anybody was wondering, this is Chicken Coop by Marhu that you place on your map anywhere. It doesn't even have to be in the chicken area. And all of your eggs go into that building to collect them. So if you don't have that, it's on Marhu's site. We already have Viper, the Prano DC18 XML errors. The latest version on the website is fixed. Just go to the vehicles and implements section on the Wix site, and that's already up there, the one without the error. That was fixed a while ago. We redid the multi-silo prices, so you'll have these three. They hold just about everything, including the new carrots and onions. But now it makes a difference in price if you go up to the... You save money by going up the scale and buying the bigger ones if you wanted to get the 2 million one right off the bat. These silos are going to be gone because there's no reason for them now. All the individual ones, it just takes up space. The placeable sawmill modified for our map. The cow barn, the pig barn, and the chicken barns are all placeable now. And you still have the mushroom house. The Pepsi machine filler mod. The potato washer is that. We didn't. Did you mod that at all, Big Daddy?
The potato washer we have to mod. Remember, we didn't have the output of whatever it was. Our potato wash potatoes. Then there was all a side one that we didn't have.
Yeah, so that one will.
So you did mod.
We'll have to include in the pack, and then the tomato house as well, the UPK storage, and the trees that you already have that you're using right now. So that is pretty much it for the mods that we have right now. There's still, like I said, a couple that are being worked on in the next week or two.
KW, thanks for the donation, buddy. Much appreciated.
All right, let's buzz on over to... Now, people are wondering, yes, there's a bug that trailers don't sell when you buy them at the trigger, but we'll check that out. I'm going to go over to the store.
Is it a modded trailer, or was it an in-game one?
It's the dollies. The dollies. They never sell at the store.
Okay.
We'll check and see if we can fix it, but I don't know if you guys know, because, like, on our server, we have, like, 36 dollies or something crazy like that. We might be down after our little crashing expedition this week. And
yeah, I'll look at it, see what I can do.
If we can't get it fixed, though, just a quick tip for anybody that's farming out there is, if you have... I'm going to have to get a different vehicle anyway. I can't pull it with the race car. There's my Chevy with some eggs in it. Nice. 2 crates. It holds 4 now?
Yes,
eggs?
the Chevy truck. holds 400 total eggs, and they appear as 4 crates. I had it so that once you put one egg in, one crate will appear, and then every 100 eggs, another crate will appear. The reason I don't want to do it one egg at a time is it'll be a little more tedious, and it'll I don't think it'll be as pretty.
Yeah, you could use that ramp. You don't actually need it anymore. That's why I skipped over it, that little ramp. But we'll throw that up on the website separately. You can use that for silage, but they extended the arms on most of the equipment, I believe, and they'll reach up there. Also, if you haven't checked the Giant site, there's 2 new pieces, the DLC, that are you don't have to purchase, and one of them I think is a telehandler. So that will definitely reach at the BGA as well. You can see the farm is up and running. We'll head over here real quick and show you how the progress is coming on our barns, even though we rated them for getting the fair and everything running. I added a few more barns here to get more animals going, but you can pretty much put barns wherever you want now, which is kind of cool. Animals everywhere. I have 11 calves, 6 beef, and 11 cows in this one. Yeah, we rated it good, and I just got these, so there's not a lot. 11 cows, 13 beef, and 8 calves. But chicken barns are a whole nother story. They breed like crazy. Because you use them in more recipes and stuff now. Over here I now have 23 hogs, 58 pigs, and 6 piglets. And I think it was last week when we introduced these, so yeah, we've taken a lot of eggs out, but I think my chickens, yeah, I got 307 chickens, so they're making eggs like crazy now. I've got 58 over here and 2 chicks that will turn into chickens eventually. You can take out eggs or chickens, as we stated, but if you want to know more about all this stuff, just come down to the tutorial or watch the tutorial video after we finish it up tomorrow. Thank you for the follow, TL Farms. And if I could drive, how many chickens and eggs do we have here? 67 eggs, 272 chickens, and we're waiting for chicks to hatch. You can see the geese flying over the head over here as well. If I look up, there they are. Got the shadow of them. Flying, or ducks. They're ducks. So we've added a lot of that stuff in, make it a little bit more, just a little bit of cement and storage over here. Won't need that anytime soon.
I'm trying to just let everybody know as well. I don't know if you understand, with the harvesters for potatoes, sugar beets, the onions and carrots. Right now, the onion and carrot particles aren't working. So my goal is I'm hoping to have that fixed before release. But if not, you'll at least get that version that works, and then we'll put out an update, basically showing with the particles on it. But it's a lot tougher than what it seems, and we'll get it. It's just going to take a little more time, and we're not going to have it hold up the map release by any means.
Yep, want to get it done. I want to get started on some of the new ideas that we have and see if we can get a mod contest entry. I'm not guaranteeing it because there's a lot of work and I go a little bit overboard with my design stuff, as you could tell. So a month and a half, it's going to be tough. Let's see, let's buy a dolly. Where are the dollies? In tippers or where? And see, we own 35. I'm going to buy one more. And let's try to see if it works in the cell point. It probably won't. Blonder Buster, thank you for the follow. Apparently my Twitch alerts are not working at all. Go figure that.
I blame the high-speed internet connection now.
Yeah, none of them are popping up. They'll probably pop up about an hour when I'm offline. So if I have received any donations, I don't get them or anything. Thank you. We'll get them. We'll see it eventually. There's a donation from Thernadad.
Why not nothing big this time?
Thank you very much. I speak of it, and there comes one in. Thank you, Thernadad, again. That's why you wait till you see what's coming next. All right, so if we go over here, we don't have the vehicle in the cell point. It will not show up. Now all my alerts are popping up. Yeah, I don't have any more signs other than the gold ones down there, Thernadad. You're already on one. He pretty much bought his own map, I think.
How about
Clint C, thanks for the follow as well.
Thernadad, thanks for donation, buddy. Much appreciated. We're getting there, man. We'll get there. And Greg Rainville, thanks for the follow.
All right. If you have a trailer that you need to sell and there's $1 billion on the map, it's very simple. Just hook it onto a vehicle, stay in your vehicle, go to the garage, find the item you want to sell, and it's not that one. It's the one we have a lot of. And boy, do we have a lot of everything. $36. If I click sell and I'm in the vehicle it's attached to, it sells the one that it's attached to. See that? It's gone now. So that's how you sell something without that trigger and get the right one. Just attach a vehicle, be in the vehicle, and sell it off. If it's a vehicle itself, just jump in it and sell it, and that vehicle will disappear. Platinum or diamond? Yeah, we're going to have to make a platinum or diamond sign for Thernadad.
I'll have to make him his own vehicle pretty soon.
He's coming in to join us anyway, so he'll stop donating once he gets to know us.
Yeah, it depends. Some people never learn.
I'm giving a disclaimer to him right now. You may want to stay away. It's never what you seem. It's never what it seems like once you're here.
Wyatt, thanks for the follow, buddy. Greg Greenville, answer your question. Game is $30 through FarmingSimulator.com, and you can also get it through Steam as well, I believe, for the same price, unless they're running a sale, which I think that is currently over. But you download the game, and then in about 2 weeks, you'll be able to download the map. And I suggest writing everything off your schedule because it takes a while, but it's fun doing it as well. Get a couple guys together, a few beers or colas if you're not of age, and just prepare to lose your weekend.
Right. That's more than a weekend. No.
How many nights have we seen 3 o'clock in the morning recently? Too many.
Clincy, thanks for the $25 donation. Very much appreciated. And you will get your name on the Speedway wall. I'll show that one more time for anybody that just got here. We got a few different levels. And I'll tell you also what I plan on doing. Like I said, I do need a cooling system for my PC. It runs very hot. And I'm going to get one of those. But also, we don't have anybody that does 3D modeling. And I found some models that I want to purchase a couple 3DS Max models and try them out, convert them over to see how they work. for future purpose. So most everything comes in here goes toward either keeping myself alive or goes right back into the map making. So they're very much appreciated. I've got lots of ideas. For instance, there's no 3D models of vegetables out there that are in Giants other than, and I really wanted to do another greenhouse with something different in it, but not have it look like crap. So I was looking and I found some 3D models, and it's like $9 for low resolution pumpkins, which can be brought into 3ds Max into Blender and output to an i3D file for adding into a greenhouse per se. But there's lots of things like that that I was looking at, that a lot of donations will be going toward that stuff as well in the future. Get us the best we can, keep things going and growing. So again, here, let me swing by the other way where it's out my other window. Here's the donation wall, and it'd be really cool to have it wrap all the way around that fence, but if it doesn't, also live streamers, if you're live streaming our map from time to time on your stream, I want to put on the other wall up on the top side posters for each of the people that live stream. And you're more than welcome, if you're watching, to send in your own graphic of 1024 by 512 pixels for the sign. That's 1024 across and 512 down, of your own little Twitch advertisement for live streaming. I know there's several of you out there, and I will put your own graphic up there, but I don't have the time to design everybody's myself, so that's something that we can add in there. And basically, again, the blue signs on the end are for donators that donated $5 to $9. $10 to $49 are on the silver signs. If you're on a silver sign and want to get to the gold sign, just make up the difference. You'll get up to the gold level, which we have 3. And the biggest donor is obviously in the middle. But no, we appreciate everybody no matter what level it is. It really comes in handy. And down here we have some more silvers. And more coming this week.
Tattoo Freak, thanks for the follow. Greg, to answer your question, we're on a PC, and this is called Pleasant Valley 15 map. I put the link in my chat there, so we can click on there and give you the link at least to the latest mods, which is 1.3, but 2.0 will be on about 2 weeks.
Yeah, at this point I wouldn't suggest starting 1.3, but you could take a look at it, because the map itself for any single player or even a server is going to take, it's designed to take months to play, and 2.0 has so many more new features. Not that 1.3 is bad or anything, it's a great map, but 2 weeks at the most we'll have another version for you ready to go. Ooh, successful hemp harvest. Everybody gets points. Nice.
Wow, it's a win, 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 I guess.
Yeah, win, 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 win. Thernadad's not done with 1.3 yet. Here's the thing. They're not cross-compatible. There's just way too much underneath to fix the 2. So if you're running 1.3, which as we have told and most of you already know, to run it out of its own folder, you could still run both, just set up a whole different configuration for the 2.0 map is what I would recommend. While you're finishing up that, you could start the next one, and it'll be a while before we get the next map out after this. So, but yeah, you will have to start over or finish what you're doing or run both at the same time. Viper, I agree. Thernadad should have a platinum sign, but I got something better for him, but I'm not disclosing it yet. Alright, let me go back to my fields here real quick and see what my hired workers are just sitting there not
Yeah,
doing
they're
anything.
soaking in the dough.
I only have one. I gotta offload them. You'll find out soon enough. Anybody that's following Trinidad has been more than gracious with his donations. Far more than I ever expected from any one person. So, absolutely. Very well appreciated. He bought, basically I got a new monitor and we upgraded the internet service to get you guys a better picture already from your donations, so that's a huge help.
And just to plug a little bit why he was moving around here, we're doing, just a reminder, Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be doing a map making class. Dave does that. Followed by a mod class. I'm not sure what the topic is going to be this week, but I'll think of something, and I'm sure you can apply it to any of your current mods as well. So just a quick heads up to let you guys know what's coming up.
Yep. Tomorrow, Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern, I will be doing a whole map preview tutorial live. You don't have to be here for it, but the way I'm going to do the tutorial this time around is basically let you guys ask questions as I'm going through each of the factories and each of the different new features and explaining them all one last time. And we will show you how everything runs. I'm going to start offline as if we started a new save game, then I'll jump on the server and go through and operate these factories so that you know how everything is done. When that broadcast is done, which however many hours it will take, I will take that offline, and sometime during the week I will watch it back and notate the time frames where you can find the segments on each and everything that's in the map. So if you ever get stuck, you'll be able to fast forward to that minute and watch and see what needs to be done, and basically hopefully we'll get everything covered. Yeah, I'm glad the stream looks better. And I'm not nearly as laggy either, which is awesome. And by one other thing to tell you about the donations and how they made an effect. As you know, we're working on the map and there's tons and tons of testing. And sometimes something has to be tested before it can be and then fixed, and then tested again, and then tweaked and tested again. Well, prior to the donations that I got, which helped me increase the internet speed, I would take the map and upload it, and literally my upload of the map just to Dropbox, where I would have somebody else actually put it on the server, would take me an hour and plus, sometimes an hour 15, an hour 20 minutes, and that's time that could be spent doing other things. Our update process has dropped from that length of time to 11 minutes right now. 11 minutes. Tested the map today. Needed to tweak something else because I had a bug in the Fairgrounds the way it was working. Fixed it, put it back up, just another 11 minutes, and 20 minutes for today's, or 25 minutes for today's downtime. That would have been over probably close to 3 hours in the past. So that's a huge difference, and it's all because of you guys out there. And that just means more time to actually design and develop rather than sit there and wait for uploads.
Yeah, I got screen quality envy of you now. Your stream looks really good.
It's not that I did not tweak it too much to where it's not a very... I mean, I tweaked it to where it had to be, but I could go through the settings, they're less than yours. So something's different.
Yeah, well, you had that extra upload and download now.
Oh,
You're kicking it.
what's your upload at now?
Gosh, it's bad. Well, when I test it, it's like around 3.
All right, so you're still less than me. Gotcha.
Yeah, so I got stream envy of you right now. Your stream looks really good.
Yeah, I'm happy, and I'm not lagging when I'm trying to do the streams either, so that means more streaming. Oh, there's my bales. I gotta bale some more. So yeah, absolutely. Has been a huge help. Bales are working. Anybody has any further questions, I'll be happy to answer them, but we've covered just about everything. You got one small problem with PV. When I bought the quarry and took that huge digger to the quarry and tried to pick up the piles, which I've all bought, so you're having a problem digging the pile. You don't pick up the whole pile, you just go up to it. It's probably, again, if you're having issues like that, make sure you have all our required mods, because if you don't have our the multi-fruit zip and the multi-fruit module standard, the quarry will not work, because it has it adds the fill types into those as well.
Wow, KW, I had else, dude. 125 up. That's awesome.
Right, that is awesome. Andre's pretty good. We have a server at his house, so we eliminate lag there. Yeah, if you're having any issues with this map, we've tested with the mods that we have, and all of them that come in the mod pack, as far as 1.3 is concerned. You need every one of them, and there's even a list of ones that we've updated since the release that might have had problems, but running it out of its own folder, and you should not have an issue. There's probably a conflict between mods that you have or something that you don't, or one that you downloaded that was bad.
Another guess is if you have more than one map folder as well, and if you don't have the extra 64 fill type file, that will cause a big issue.
Which is something I didn't cover as well. We always requested to run it in its own folder. And a lot of it has to do, especially on a server, I wouldn't do anything else, but if you have other mods in the folder, the main reason for that whole other maps, that whole thing, is because we were at the 64 fill type limit, which now if you have that 64 fill type mod that increases it to 128, this map will now work as long as that mod's in your folder as well. That's also linked in the scripts section on our Wix site. Just go to the link down below. And if you have that mod in your folder, you can now put multiple maps in as long as you don't go over 128 different fill types, which currently that's not an issue for most because there's not that many in the game. And then you can share the mods between the maps. But again, look at your mods, look at your log files, see what has errors. This map requires a lot of resources and can't handle mods with errors very well. So clean it out if you're going to do that, and keep just mods that don't have errors in your folder. Even though a lot of people realize that, oh, I've had this and it's working fine, and they still use this mod or that mod. Eventually you might do something in the game that triggers that error to not actually work so fine. It just happens. So that's one thing I wanted to point out. You can actually put more than one map again in your folder if you have the 64 fill type mod. Let's see how the entries are going. I think we've got a couple people all in. And some others. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different people in there. KW, you're more than welcome to enter as well, because I know you're not part of our little server group here, but you definitely put in your time over here. And we'll be doing that in a little bit. So get your entries in for the latest Giants DLC pack, the New Holland Forage Harvester pack. Anybody use a controller with our map?
Neil did, and yeah, exactly like Throsby said. You need to adjust the dead zone.
Right. I know that Brad did as well, but neither of them are here right now, so get that dead zone adjusted and you should be okay.
Yeah, that's the drive control that causes that.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's not the map itself.
It's a drive control mod?
Yeah.
Okay, well there you go. Which again, the drive control is not a necessity. We put it in here so that we have the ability to leave a tractor running if you're doing trees or something. If it's causing more issues than anything with something else that you're trying to do, by all means take it off and try it without it. We did test this map with the later version of the drive control, and it's a no-go pretty much, wasn't it? We had issues, crashing issues, with the one that has the little update.
To be honest with you, we found it was another issue, so we didn't really go afterwards. We just went back to the old reliable.
We're not so 100% sure at this point if it was or wasn't. So we're still on a older version of it.
Yeah, you also need to delete the drive control XML file. I think it's called drive config or drive control config or something along that lines in the Farming Simulator 2015 folder.
Yep. Manual ignition mod. Well, actually I haven't even looked at the manual ignition. There was a problem with it. Didn't work on servers early on. And I'm not sure if that still exists or not. Yes, the newest drive control has those wither, kills the crops. We know that all too well. All those features can be turned off in that configure XML file, but apparently it didn't like it so much on a server. Everybody that came in had to alter their own individual XML files, so that's why we removed it from here. Not a good idea for the server, unless you want that on your server. But even if you want it, once you realize how often you drive off on the grass, it kills grass and everything. Well, sets the growth stage back on grass anyway. I think I gotta offload my harvester. I better shut this engine off, I'm gonna run out of gas. Here's our Fairgrounds again, making us some money. We'll run for a little longer, another few minutes tonight. And then all day, probably, I think it runs about 5 days straight. Then it will shut down and you can do it all over again. Here's my egg truck. How it got over here, I have no idea. So yeah, these new trucks are also colorable, if you haven't noticed. And I like the way they made this so it's not shiny when you switch between colors. It looks cool. I mean, it does still look like an old Chevy. Adam WOB33, thanks for the follow.
To answer your question, that's actually that mod will link to that one. We didn't do anything to it. It automatically tells you what product is in there in English, via the German translation, so maize, corn, etc. So we'll definitely link that for everybody to use.
And which mod is that?
The one where it shows it calls it carrot, you know what I mean, where it puts the text, the fruit type.
Oh yeah, down below there's if you notice, it says eggs and it has the actual word egg in my truck here right now. That's a mod. It's up on FSUK and it will put the text so when you're switching through stuff that you might not know what it is, it now tells us that we have eggs. And I think I could fill this sucker right up with eggs. If you didn't know and you missed the last time, the barns here, you can not only take eggs out, but if I wanted to take these eggs and move them into another barn, I could, because if I dump them right here, actually, wow, the tailgate goes down on dumping. That's pretty cool. They're back into this barn. Picking up eggs is over by the incubators. The trigger's pretty good, but it's just over here. We'll fill up with eggs. And currently eggs are used for pizza. Was there anything? Oh, there might be something else. I can't even remember. Chickens are used at the soup place. So yeah, I need to get some chickens up there soon. What you don't want to do is take all your chickens and all your eggs out of the barn, because chickens produce eggs, eggs turn into chicks, chicks grow up into chickens. As long as you have a good supply of chickens, they'll keep producing eggs. And as long as you have eggs, you'll keep getting chickens. But you don't want to empty the whole thing. Quick review again, because I know there's a lot of new followers here. With the barns, they do take bales in the bale trigger box. If you take chickens out, which is just by driving inside the barn with an animal trailer, you can put them back into the barn in this box here. And they need water. And they can take the washed potatoes from the potato washer as a third food source. All the animal barns now have 3 food sources. This one here, as you can see, is, and they're listed in order as well. So wheat, corn, and actually the washed potatoes is not on the trigger list. So, oh, that's right, that's outside. So basically they'll use wheat all the time. They only use the corn if there's so many chickens in there. Then they'll use the washed potatoes if there's extra washed potatoes. And what those extra foods do is they increase, if you have them in there, it increases how fast they will breed if you have enough animals in there. So one more time on these barns here. Mixed ration goes inside of the cow barns. Right here we got mixed ration, and it also holds barley, corn, and canola. So barley is not being used because I need to have 30. I'll start using barley. Once I have 30 cows in here, it'll use the barley to create more offspring if I keep barley in there. It's basically adding to the multipliers. You get up to, I think, 50 cows and it'll start using the corn, and then you get up to, I think it's 100 cows in your barn, and it'll start using the canola. And you don't have to have them, but each of those extra ones that you fill up increase how fast they breed. So it's just a breeding bonus foods. They'll still breed, but at a much slower rate if you only have the inside amount. So we'll get a little bit more eggs in here. Now, you said there's 4 crates, right?
Yes.
And I got 4 crates at 100 eggs. Is that the way it's supposed to be? Everything after that is afterwards?
Correct.
Okay, so there you go. That's what it looks like with a full load, but it will go to 400 eggs. And I'll park this down here. So there you go, your egg truck ready to deliver. And again, you can take the racks off if you wanted. See the crates. That's their egg truck. I love it. Awesome choice. Where was I? I have a harvester that needs to be moved. I'm going to have lots of fields to seed some point. I do mostly barley because both of these, I run both the, whoa, that's wheat. Guess you can't do wheat with the barley header on there. They look so similar to me, I can never tell. See if I have any more barley fields.
Hey Andre, I put a little extra, that millet didn't fit in the silo, in the multi-purpose silo, in case you're wondering.
Oh, okay, 10-4. Yeah, we're pretty much full everywhere, us. So whatever we harvest, pretty much from now, is going to go in the multi-silo if we do harvest.
10-4, you got it.
Oh, let me check my stream out. I don't know when I lost the group chat, but...
Yeah, same thing happened to me. I dropped everybody somehow. But it's back. Should be back now.
I think I'm back. Well, I don't know if I'm back. As far as chat goes. Oh yeah, Thernadad's there. They're talking. Good deal. Ankbot is having issues though, I think.
Yeah, it pooped out on me as well.
It pooped out. I need to reboot Ankbot because he got my raffle. Will it save that?
Oh, I don't know, man.
I hope so. He better not lose anything. Let's find out. If not, we'll just have to have everybody re-enter. Because he pooped out on me. Darn bots. See, my lovely donation bar isn't going up this time. Looks like it's connected again. Let's see, giveaway. Aw, man. It lost all the giveaway information.
So everybody used their points, but they're not in there no more.
No, I don't think it used their points either. Darn thing crashed. Alright, let's see. Allow multiple, everything there is good.
Oh, you started it, said.
Yeah, well, when it crashed, it lost all the entries, so let me check people's points here real quick and see if you guys lost any. Somebody want to throw up? There was a couple people that did 500. See if you still got them, or are they gone? Okay, no points deducted. Good deal. That's what I thought, because we didn't draw. Alright, so you're going to have to enter again if you entered. Raffle away. We'll get that going soon. We'll give you 10 minutes, we'll call it, at 10:40 Eastern Time. And then we'll do the raffle so we can get it done before we crash the darn thing again. So if you already entered, sorry, but you got to do it again. Count up your points. Get them in there. Nobody should have lost their points. Reused them. It's 5 per entry, up to 100 entries, so 500 maximum entries into the raffle. And it's for the New Holland DLC. If you are the winner, let me know if you want the Giants code, which I have ready and available, or if you want the Steam code. I have to purchase that after the stream. Let me know which one of those two. If it's the Steam one as well, I will need to have you send me in a Twitch your email account that you registered with Steam so I can purchase it on your behalf and gift it to you. But we'll let that go for a little longer. Get your points in to the raffle. Anybody knows how you're earning points? Well, we gave some away every now and then. But also the points are earned just by viewing our live streams when we're live. So tune in more often, you'll have more points. And that's pretty much it. We'll eventually have more drawings down the road too as things pick up here. We need to get some more followers on board. Hopefully someday get it so you can subscribe to our channel, but that all is based on having several viewers, and we're a long ways away. You might have also lost points if you were planting hemp seeds, because that is a way to gamble your points away. Let me see here. Checking the point system, see what it looks like real quick.
You don't have to call it gambling. We call it a small game of chance.
It still shows you have your points there, that heart. There is, you got the right amount of points roughly for how many hours you have viewed. So, you should have them, I believe. If most people are updated here.
What's nice to know also is that little Chevy truck can pull the biggest wheat header.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that truck has some good speed to it, too.
Just takes a little bit to get a speed. That's the unfortunate part, but I might fix that.
Oh, they're doing some gambling. Now remember, if you lose your points, you lose your points. Oh, Thernadad doing gambling. Good job. Let's see.
Yeah, I'll supercharge that bad boy. We'll get it to scream across the map in time. It handles really well doing 70 miles an hour, so let's see what we can crank it up to and make sure it still handles just as good. Could always leave the tires on the front and put some tracks on the back of that bad boy.
Give you a few more minutes to get into the drawing.
Think we should show them the secret? I brought your Volvo down here so you can open it up.
What? The secret?
Shh.
Whoops.
Somebody has a golden ticket.
Golden ticket. Alright, you can check your points again there, F1. What are you talking about? No secrets given out here. What secret are you giving away?
I'm not. I'm waiting for you.
For what? Which one?
Don't we have to?
The big secret?
Oh yeah.
Did you already start it?
No, I'm standing outside looking in.
Where?
Down near the tent.
Did you want to show them that?
No, that's you.
No,
I
did
was
we
waiting for
want
you.
to? Or did we want to save it for the
Oh.
release?
My bad. I thought that's what we wanted to show them tonight. My
Well,
fault.
well, we could,
No. They can wait.
but it's up to the viewers. All right, let's see. We'll take a
Let 'em
poll.
wait.
Make them wait?
Let 'em wait.
Let them wait.
Yeah, make them wait.
And I guess we got already. Yeah, well, we're gonna make them wait for the release and let them discover it themselves. It's a girly 10 at the fair. Get your raffle entries in, and we got another minute left for the raffle entries. And we'll see how it goes. Show it, hype. Show it. I want to see it now. No, I can't show it. The guys here won't let me. You're out of luck. Take a poll. There's polls in here. Let's see.
Let 'em suffer.
I'm looking at the golden ticket.
Let them suffer like you make us suffer every day. We have to.
Wait a minute.
Sing.
Make him suffer. I don't. Let's see. Let's get a.
Oh, I can preview this object?
Get if you entered the drawing and you haven't yet got in. If you got in before the crash, you want to get in it now. Check your points. Get in the drawing. We've got a few entries in here. Then we got to get that drawing before I can see if we can run a poll.
Oh, I didn't know I could preview it though.
You can, but you're not doing it live, are you?
Oh no, I'm walking up to it. I didn't know I could preview it. I thought I could play it.
Did you go into it already?
I'm in a cave.
You're giving everything. You didn't. So you're looking at the sign already?
I'm out. I'm up there. I went home.
You are a pain in my butt.
Get up on that Wi-Fi where you belong.
Pole dance. Oh, I can't even find out how to do the poles in this thing yet. Oh, there's the pole system. Let's see. How do we add a pole?
Yeah, I didn't realize it previewed it and told me what it was. I didn't. You know what the bad part is? How much I was paying attention is I didn't even know what it said. I'm glad.
Yeah, somebody's out
cube.
there. You already gave a.
Yeah, I didn't realize it gave me the whole name. I thought it'd say secret or something. I didn't realize it actually tell me what it was.
Okay.
You know, put some.
I put a poll up. I think you type. You can enter by typing !vote. Please, no spam there. Beeb Man. And then let's see, let's get the drawing done. Everybody's in. It's time to do the drawing for the DLC pack. And I'm going to stop entries and pick a winner right now.
Well, to Heart, thanks for the follow.
Okay, and the winner will be... Pick a winner. Oh, look at that. Viper. Thanks. Viper is our winner.
Congrats, Viper.
So Viper, I need you to get a hold of me. Anyway, you know many ways. First of all, are you using Steam version? Or are you using the Viper's well known around here? Follows everything. Actually, I followed his stream the other day. He also streams Viper278 streaming on our map. So that's also very cool. Now, let me know, Viper, how you want that sent to you. Is it a Steam version or is it the Giants website version? Your choice. Steam it is. Alright, want to drop in the Twitch stream there, your Steam email address? And I'll get
Or
that,
just message.
or message it to me through the forums or somewhere. I'll check later on after the stream and get you your code sent over to you so you'll get it on Steam.
Congrats, Viper. Way to go, buddy.
What are you going to harvest?
Also,
I thought I did.
let's see how the... Alright, go ahead. You can answer him.
Oh, I thought I got carrots or onions down here.
Let's see.
How are you? Carrots.
Let's see how the voting's going.
How do you vote? You do it.
I set up a
Exclamation point?
poll. It's exclamation point vote, and then actually I'd have to scroll up to see what the options were. Zero is save it for later. One is do it now. And we'll leave that open for a few more minutes and I'll let you know the results. What we're voting on is there's one surprise I had built into the map that I had previously planned to have you guys, when the map is released, figure out what it is. And some people want me to actually show what it is tonight. Or
It's still going to be a huge surprise.
it is going to be a huge surprise, but when they want it. Do they want to go through building the fairgrounds to get to the little teleport? And then be able to reveal the prize, give them something extra to work for all the way down the line? Or do we let them do it now? It's up to them and ruin the big surprise when the fairgrounds is done. So we've got votes flying in. And it's only one vote per person, but get your choice. I see a lot of ones all of a sudden. I forget what the ones is.
Yes. Zeros, no.
Right now we're having, if you're a save it for later person, you better get your votes in. Do it now is winning. Do it now is winning by 2 votes.
If I vote for no and I lose, can I just shut down the server?
You're going to see what it's like as soon as the broadcast ends. So what's the difference?
I apologize. I thought that you had another surprise beyond that. I'll do it too.
Yeah, well, Big Daddy already kind of snuck it in. We'll have to bleep out his YouTube video.
Oh yeah.
Oh, does he? Do you post your these streams up to YouTube or no?
Not normally, no.
Not
But
normally.
that one he did.
Raffle is over. You missed the raffle, Tony. But voting, that's still going. We're gonna give you another. Oh, let's see. About another 2-3 minutes to get your votes in. Either I'm gonna determine. You guys are gonna determine it. Show you the surprise, or wait, make you wait. And actually, to be honest with you, if you are a wait till later person, go view some other stream for about 10 minutes. If that's what it comes down to. Right now we've got a 10 for do it now and 7 for later. That's a split crew. Actually, you know what's funny? They're not even going to be able to see the whole thing. But they'll know what it is.
Yeah, and that just means more work for us.
Jazz Air 22, thanks for the follow. Alright, it looks like voting is going to close in 2 minutes.
Come on, have some sympathy for us. For us, it's got to suffer testing this thing. Let it go.
Super hype for the voting. No. We shall see what happens in 2 minutes. If you're 4 voters are holding out. Well, I didn't vote. And my bot didn't vote. Do I get 2 votes?
No, you don't get to vote, you get to decide.
That's true. I'm not going to vote. I get to let you guys decide. To me, it makes no difference. You still got to wait for it. One minute left. It's exclamation point vote. 0 to don't show. 1 to show. And you only get 1 vote per person. There, Derpy Digger, how you doing? I have a feeling I'm heading over that way.
Evil, I am harvesting carrots in that field.
As you could see, we got the nice fairgrounds, the vehicles parked on each of their locations. There's a couple missing here. Some fairgrounds deal?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jeff came and got the second harvester. We had work to do.
Oh man. Okay, we'll let it slide this time. Here he is. He's got my vehicle, no less, right by the entrance. The question is, do I go through the portal? Or do I not go through the portal? And you've got one... Well, actually, time's up. Let's check the voting. The voting says... Let's see if I can figure this. Well, that's what won. So everybody that doesn't want to see it, turn your heads. And I'm going in the magical room. Okay. Are you ready?
And I'm on my way where the result should be.
Be careful. Here goes. Oh, we've got a buyable object. Oh, you know what? I don't have the money for it. Ha 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 ha. I guess we can leave now.
You're a dick.
Just kidding. I'll log in as admin and buy it.
Yeah, and if there's not enough on the server, let me know. I've got quite a bit in my
Oh, there's enough on the server, but everybody bank your money because you'll lose it if you don't, because I'm shutting off separate accounts. I haven't even walked up to the thing yet.
Great one. Thanks for the follow.
Everybody banked?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yep.
Go for it.
Separate accounts are off, and here we go. This is what you get. We here at the circus are not clowning around. We decided to pick up and join the county. Here, I should probably say this with my button pressed down. We here at the circus are not clowning around. We decided to pick up and join the county fair circuit. We are willing to sell our land so that you can build that luxury warehouse you have always wanted. And when you purchase this by hitting the C key, wow. Let's check out. I'm going to have to go get my vehicles so I can drive around this here for you. Get my little fast race car. And go over to where the circus used to be. So over here, where we used to have the circus, and was there just a minute ago, you have this huge foundation. Only the problem is you have to build it, and you'll have to wait for another stream to see that. Because it's going to take quite a few products. But yeah, here's your luxury warehouse. And we need cement to start off the project. And it'll, that's why actually. Close, but not quite Throsby. You know?
Hey, George.
Yeah.
The other George, sorry.
Oh, by the way, other George, go ahead.
Yeah, just when you drive beside me, do you mind unpinning your last trailer? I want to do tomatoes and mushrooms.
You got it.
You will see some grass in the foundation and stuff. That has been removed on the real original game. We didn't clean it up for our server yet, but it's in the. This grass is no longer here over here, so ignore that. It won't be there when you're playing. But we need cement, and if you had noticed earlier when I was driving back to by the cement factory, the circus has moved. They're joining the fair. The children will be able to go to the county fair circuit and catch the circus. But if you noticed when we were going by the cement factory, somebody on our server has been preparing for this moment for quite a while. Because we have about, oh, I don't know, I think he said 700,000 cement ready to go. Which, by the way, is not enough. But I think it's time to start offloading some cement. Maybe we can get a few walls up. Cement convoys. Let's test it. Watch the trigger not work yet. This is the kind of things we have to work on.
Yeah, those are usually testing that we do offline, well, off stream.
Yeah, we usually do this testing off stream. Oh, what fun is that?
So do you want to test it now? I can bring a truck and